The screen. Right. It must have slipped my mind. Yes, that's it. What? Are you telling me you, Mr. Genius, forgot something as literally as big as that? There are two kinds of memory lapses. The normal kind you mouth breathers have, and the genius level lapses of memory that people like me have. What? What? That doesn't even make sense. Why don't you just admit that it was a normal, everyday brain fart already? Will the witness now please restate what he remembers, minus the lapses of memory? That's easy. I was on the other side of the screen. In other words, I witnessed Juniper from the stage side of the screen.
Objection!
You were testifying that our client was behind the stage. But needn't I remind this court the back of the stage is not visible from the front? To actually see our client behind the stage from the stage side of the screen. The witness himself would also have to be in the same area as behind the stage. But in that case, our client would have definitely seen Mr. O'Connor. Ouch! Nice one, Athena. Keep it up!
Objection!
What the heck? Alright, golden boy. Is this not your chance? Telling the truth will be like a weight lifted from your chest. Did I just get a text? I don't even know where my phone is. Okay, I'm back. Don't know if I cut that out, but it was my cell phone, and had to let my, mom's dog out at 1:30 in the morning. And no more, like, on the armchair except, like, as an action, like, doing that. I can do that, but I can't actually slam it, so whatever. It'll cause the same, it'll be the same, it'll look the same, minus me actually hitting it, which I wish I could hit it, but whatever. We're gonna get right back into it, and yeah, let's, see. Telling the truth. Oh, yeah, I already read that. The truth? What truth? The whole truth and nothing but the truth? Or is it more of a... The truth? You can't handle the truth. This whole courtroom can't handle the truth. Yeah, or something along those lines. The fact that Golden Boy here was where he initially stated. That is to say, he was between the maintenance area and the stage.
Objection!
But then, the screen would have blocked his view of... Objection! On the ground, yes. His view would have been blocked, indeed. But consider how smoke always wants to rise up high. Athena, look at the photo again. Do you think... Something on the other side of the screen. Something high enough to see the stage. No way. The crane right here? But I don't remember seeing a crane there on the day of the mock trial. Me neither. But it's probably safe to assume it was moved before you found the body. Hold it! That's far enough, Prosecutor Blackwell! Remember, You promised! I recall making no such promise. It was you who came blubbering to me about keeping quiet in exchange for information. What's all this about a promise? Is this about whatever Blackwell is using against him? And what's it got to do with going into the crane? Golden Boy did not go up in that crane for fun. He was working part-time as a crane operator within school grounds. What? Do you mean to tell me a high school student was operating a crane? Objection! The witness! I object to the prosecutor's last statement. Yes! Objection! There's no proof I ever operated that crane!
Hold it!
Actually, there just might be something that proves you did. What? If this whole part-time job thing is true, I doubt it would be limited to a single day. You were probably working at the same site the previous day, too. Is this what you were thinking of, Athena? Yep. As the court can see, this photo, right here, captured the crane's operator. And if you look carefully, he bears a definite resemblance to Mr. O'Connor. Are you serious? This is ridiculous! How very interesting. Let's ascertain whether this is as ridiculous as the witness maintains. The defense agrees with the prosecution. Let's bring the facts to light. That's all very well and good, but just how do you propose to do that? The person in this photo has one really distinguishing feature. I'm not 100% sure, but it's at least worth a try. We can clearly identify the person in this photo as the witness by examining... Oh no! I'm gonna hopefully edit that out. I don't know if I did or not. His hobby! I have a question for you, the witness. What is your hobby? My hobby? If I had to say, it would be... scrapbooking tests on which I scored at least 100. Which is all of them, actually. I use an iron to perfectly flatten each one before it goes in. Just as I thought! Mr. O'Connor is obsessed with his own genius! What does that have to do with the case? It's no surprise, then, that he has one or two... Ah! It may be true, but what relation does it bear to the case at hand? None. Not at all. Does it? No, it doesn't. But apparently you have an interest in pain! Yikes! I'd better think more carefully before people start to think the worst of me. We can clearly identify the person in this photo as the witness by examining, obviously, his fingerprints! Obviously! We should check for Mr. O'Connor's fingerprints on and around the crane. Of course you'd find my fingerprints there. I was watching Juniper from there. He rhymed there with there. You know that, right? And besides, what do fingerprints have to do with the person in the photo? Yes, what do they have to do with that person? You just answered your own question, Athena. The court would like to remind Miss Sykes that it is her job to answer such questions. Pain! Ah! If I could match a feature from the person in this picture to one of Hugh's features, I'd prove that the two are one and the same. Okay, enough screwing around. We're going to return to the title and say the real choice. I wanted to hear... I'm pretty sure everyone else wanted to hear the stupid answers. Because, yeah, that was definitely worth it, I think. Especially, I don't know, both of them were pretty stupid and funny. Obviously his neck. The figure in this photo is wearing a very unique object around his neck. Why, yes. You can see it right there. Right there. But then, are you saying that you mean to... Yes, right there. Mr. O'Connor's neck is almost entirely concealed by his tall collar. But that's exactly why I believe this warrants further examination. No! Not a chance! That would be a blatant violation of my privacy! Judge, can we get a warrant for checking his shirt? Like, his collar? Humph. You are a disgrace of a man. Now start unbuttoning that collar before I hack it off! Yeah, what's a big deal? Now let's see what your neck... Guess I have no choice. Ah! Let me just... Ah! Let me just, like, take off my whole shirt. That's what he should do. Was that supposed to be a fan? Like... I don't even remember what the name of it. You know, where it's for the fans or whatever. Hmm? Oh my! So, where did you buy that neckband, if I might ask? I didn't buy it. It's handmade, and there's only one like it in the world. Well, it sure looks like the neckband in the photo. Should we have the photo analyzed? You are one irritating lady. Fine. I admit it. I work a part-time construction job. It has nothing to do with our school. Operating heavy equipment's no big deal for a guy who can parallel park one-handed. But I never expected one of my jobs would be to take me to my own school. But when you factor in all the required tests and apprenticeship period, wouldn't you have to be at least 20 to have a license for operating a crane? Judgy does have a good point there. Oh, yeah, about that. You see, I am a genius, so, you know.
Objection!
Let us dispense with this innate charade, golden boy. Hold it! No, Prosecutor Blackwell! Don't! high school seniors are 19 at most. Thus, they fail to complete the requirements. But that does not apply to you. Does it, Mr. O'Connor? Why doesn't it apply? He's a senior, so he's around that age, right? I mean, yeah, look at his profile. I mean, he is 18, right? No! Don't, please! Actually, Golden Boy here is 25. He took a 7-year break from school. What? What? 7 years? He's 25? Wait. Come again? Take a gander at this official school enrollment documentation. 'Tis all right there. Ah! Ouch! That's 25? You mean he's older than me? A 25-year-old high school student? Hold it! A 7-year break. 7 years. I've just one thing to say. There are 2 kinds of 7-year breaks. The ordinary kind you mouth breathers take. And the genius kind people like me take. What?
Objection!
But a genius would quickly become a chore for a 7-year break. Oh boy. I think you have that backwards, Athena. Even geniuses make mistakes. I just happened to make mine only 7 years in a row. Only Hugh could get away with using only like that. Enough of this jibber-jabber. Suffice to say, the witness was up in the crane when he saw the accused dragging the mat. The accused ready all she needed to move the body immediately prior to doing so. That much is clear. I see no need to deliberate the matter any further. Considering that the body was moved in the same manner as in the script, I find Prosecutor Blackwell's claim to be quite persuasive. That's all, folks. Does the defense care to dissuade me? Ah! Another grunt. As long as a mat was used to move the body, Ginny's going to be under suspicion. Athena, I just thought of something. What was Hugh doing in the crane right before the mock trial? He couldn't have been on the job at the time. I mean, he was waiting for the trial to start. Yeah, why was he in the crane? Wait, you don't think... Your Honor! Yes, Miss Sykes? I got it! I've got an amazing idea that will turn the prosecutor's claim on its head! A little conjecture has never stopped us before, now has it? Yeah, true. Phoenix got away with conjecture many times. It's called the bluff routine. Interesting. Mr. O'Connor, you were using the crane to... Okay, I saved it again. I want to say it. You moved yourself! Mr. O'Connor, you were using the crane to commute to school! That would be a feat, considering we aren't even allowed to commute by bicycle.
Objection!
Objection! Maybe they made a special exception just for you. You are 25 after all.
Oh my! Would they really do such a thing?
Even the judges believe in it. Probably not.
Oh, that's too bad. And too bad for you too, as I must give you a penalty. No exceptions! Pain!
Yikes! But commuting by crane sounds kind of fun! It's fun! Believe it! Please, just let me give that another try. Okay, so I am pretty sure I'm going to go back to the title screen, and that's not going to take long at all. Maybe 15 seconds. There's a lot of touching of options. But I think it was more of move the body. The screen doesn't the screen doesn't sound like it would be funny, although some people are probably gonna say, why didn't you choose that if you went through his self one? Sorry. The body was just like it was in the script, so it must have been moved like in the script too. At least, that's what the prosecution believes. How simplistic, even foolish. Those are pretty strong words, Athena. You sure about this? The witness is a licensed crane operator, so he could have used it to move the body.
Objection!
Huh. Well, Golden Boy, care to chime in? I intend to say no more on the matter, save that this does not bode well for you at all.
Wait, he's on my side this time? Or is this another trap?
Watch this!
I can use a bow and arrow one-handed! Cool. Cool. What does that have to do with the case? Wow. That's a crazy level of dexterity. Yeah, that's true. RPG reference too. I can even drive a crane with one hand. That's easy. I can even parallel park with one hand. That's easy. But operating the crane itself is so complex, it requires both hands. And now, I would have the court look at this. Oh, please tell me that's a ketchup stain. Whenever I think of ketchup stains, I think of Metal Gear Solid when Snake either is on the ground and uses the ketchup to get out of jail, or that ending of that VR training mission that's kind of a spoiler for VR training, but I don't care, because I think of that too. You wish. My hand was injured and required surgery. That's the reason I kept my hand in my pocket all this time.
I have already verified this with the Hospital of Treatment. Quite a nasty wound, they say.
So, how did you hurt it? I see no need to discuss that. It has no relevance to this case.
2 hands are required to operate the complex machinery such as a crane. Ergo, on the day of the mock trial, the witness was incapable of moving the body by crane.
Now I'm the fool! Bright,